May it be an evening star.
Hello, friends. The saddest and the most heartbreaking of situations anybody could face is to be betrayed by a family or a friend or anyone who is closest to the person. How do you feel when your friend, your best friend, betrays you? How do you feel when your brother, the same blood as you are, betrays you? How do you feel when your colleague, whom you work together, betrays you or drags your name to the mud? Very, very heartbreaking, isn't it? That's not just it. The most difficult again of decisions to make, especially when you face situations like this, is to let go or to forgive. A very difficult and a very, very hard thing to do. Yeah, if it had been an enemy, they will say it's better, no problem, nothing will join me with him or her. We let go, everybody goes his way. But what happens when it is a friend closest to you? Not only closer, but closest to you. Your brother, your colleague. And then you are expected to let go. You are expected to forgive. In my discussions with friends, some will tell me, Father, how possible is that? I trusted this person with the whole of me, and the person betrayed me. How can I be able to let go? How can I be able to forgive? Okay, fine. Yes, sometimes I say I have forgiven. But immediately I see that person, or I see her or him passing by, those thoughts come back to me again, and all that will come out from my heart is hatred and anger. So how is that possible? Yes, I know it's difficult. It's very difficult, I know. And it's difficult more for us as humans. But let's take a look at Jesus Christ. With nails piercing through his hands, in the pains he was facing, instead of him to call God to destroy those Jews whom he has helped, those people whom he healed their brothers, those people whom he raised their dead, those people whom he fed with bread and fish, instead of him to call on God to destroy them, he called and begged on God to forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. A difficult decision, especially to us humans. And not just that, Simon Peter, who was very close to him, who was like the spokesperson of the disciples, of the apostles, he denied Jesus Christ not once, not twice, but 3 times. Yet, Jesus Christ was able to turn and let go, was able to forgive, and he even made Peter the rock in which he is going to build his church. Dear friends, if Jesus Christ, whom we call ourselves Christians, whom we are his followers, is able to do that, as his followers, we are supposed to follow suit. Yeah, it is easy to say I have forgiven with my lips. But how practically do I show that level of forgiveness I have forgiven? The irony of it all is that most often when people fail us, when they betray us, we find it difficult to let go. But when we betray others, we want them to let go there and then. That's the irony of it. We pray the prayer of Our Father, taught us by Jesus Christ, where we say, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. But how many of us really and truly forgive those who trespass against us? Yes, as I said earlier, I know it's a difficult decision to take. But how do you feel when you are able to let go? I assure you, there's that inner peace you feel deep within you. When somebody wrongs you, sometimes they do it intentionally, wanting to see you sad, wanting to see you depressed, wanting to see you angry. So if you are able to say, I let go, the pain turns to them. Because what really they want you to do, they want to see from you the anger, the sadness, the depression. They wouldn't say it. And then it turns to them. So you have your peace of mind. But when you continue to bear it in you, maybe the person is peacefully staying wherever he is, peacefully eating his food, while you find it difficult to eat because you are angry with him, because he made you angry or he has betrayed you. So let's just try this. Just try this today. Let go. Forgive. And see whether you are not going to have that peace of mind. Now, one thing is to forgive. Another is to be able to forget. That's the most difficult. That's the most difficult, to be able to forget. In order to be victorious over it totally after forgiving, is just to make sure that those thoughts clear off your mind. When you see that person, instead of thinking about the betrayal he did to you, why can't you think about one or two good things he did to you? So you divert your attention from the betrayer to seeing him as a good person, because your thoughts are only on those good things he has done. That will help you to be able to forget the wrong. The sad situation is that most often we dwell our attention, we dwell our mind on the hatred we face. And then we forget also the good that people do to us. There are sometimes in a certain environment or in a community, you think that people hate you, people don't like you because of one or two who have betrayed you or who have said bad things about you. And then you forget that there are 99% who cherish you, who see you as a true friend. So we dwell our attention most times on the betrayals we face. That is why it's difficult for us to forget. Why can't we try dwelling our attention and our minds on the good things that the same people do to us? With the grace of God, and then with our own actions put into practice, it's going to be possible. So I pray for those who feel betrayed by their closest of friends and by their family, that the good Lord will instill in our hearts that courage to be able to forgive, so that we can be able to be peaceful. Remember, if you are peaceful, if you have a peace of mind, you will definitely be healthy as well. Bearing grudges and anger in you brings sickness, both physical and spiritual sickness upon you. And for those of us who derive pleasure in betraying people, what gain do we get from all that? It is time for us to turn over a new leaf, because we are supposed to take pleasure in making people smile and not to be sad. Good afternoon.